Well, my mother always said this is true. What you don't know can't hurt you, right?
Well, not so fast. One man didn't know he needed a special license to ride a motorcycle in Florida. So when he rented one, then got ticketed, does he have a license to sue? Here's tonight's Help Me Howard with Patrick Frazier.
Dwight Ford just moved to South Beach to open a DJ business.
So you have to promote yourself. You have to put yourself out there.
Dwight rented a three-wheeled motorcycle to ride around and see South Florida, while at the same time promoting his DJ business.
Oh my God, that guy had the three-wheel bike, and he's a DJ, so it'll bring me customers.
Everything was great. A friend videotaped Dwight to be used to promote his business. First riding around Miami Beach, then they headed over to Miami and saw what you don't want to see: flashing blue lights.
I got pulled over and basically they said, get off the bike. They handcuffed me and it was like, you got to bust your taillight.
The officer then asked for something Dwight had never heard of.
Where's your endorsement?
Dwight didn't know it, but to ride a motorcycle in Florida, you have to pass a basic rider course and get an endorsement attached to your license, which Dwight says the rental business never mentioned.
I never even know because they never told me I need an endorsement for it. And they see my license here because they do have a copy of it.
Dwight explained to the officer that he had no idea you had to have a special license. That didn't sway the officer. So as part of his tour of South Florida, Dwight got to visit a jail cell.
Never been incarcerated over here, and I got locked up for 19 hours.
It cost Dwight $630 to bail out. Throw in $179 for the tickets. Then the motorcycle shop charged his credit card $100 to get the bike from the towing company and $538 claiming he broke the clutch, meaning it cost Dwight $1,447 to ride the motorcycle.
They're responsible because if you own a business, you shouldn't allow people to use stuff if you don't have the requirements.
Dwight asked the motorcycle company to reimburse him the $1,447. They said no. So Howard, he was allowed to rent a motorcycle without the license the law requires. So who's at fault here?
It's the shop's fault. Florida law requires that you have a motorcycle endorsement on your license, and the shop cannot take your word for it. By law, they have to inspect your driver's license to be sure. Also, if they rent a motorcycle to someone that is not approved, it's a crime and they can go to jail.
The motorcycle shop, Z Exotic Motors and Scooter Rental, referred us to their attorney's office, who sent a statement saying Dwight Ford managed to misrepresent to our client that he possessed a motorcycle license. Howard says actually the law requires the shop to check the license. The attorney's office for the motorcycle shop added, in no way will our client reimburse Ford or be held responsible for his actions. And Howard says they may not have to pay.
This is where the law gets murky. There are no cases on this in Florida. I think that a court would demand the motorcycle shop reimburse Dwight for all of the money that he had to spend. But until a judge rules, we cannot be sure.
Howard says Dwight could ask the police to file charges against the shop for renting him a motorcycle without the proper license. But no matter what he does, this is not how he planned to draw attention to his DJ business.
I'm just upset with how I moved here and started off. That's not a right foot to start off.
Now, how can a shop in South Florida rent a motorcycle to a tourist? Well, if they come from a state that requires a special license to ride a motorcycle, they have to have it. If their state doesn't require a special license, Howard says Florida law does not give the answer. So yes, no, and maybe. Isn't the law great? Feel like you've rented a problem that's riding you crazy? Scoot over to us. Howard has a license to practice law, although his family will tell you there's nothing special about it. With this Help Me Howard, I'm Patrick Frazier, 7 News.